Probably the hardest thing to digest is losing a European final. And today, Roma played their hearts out. I think they should be proud. I think they gave everything that they had and left it out on the pitch. It's so easy to go to the penalties right now and say Mancini shouldn't have took it, a center back, Ibanez, whatever. When it comes to that type of lineup, you know that the manager probably let the players take it themselves. It's a hard day here at Roma Club New. I will tell you. We're talking like over maybe 400 people showed up. It's been it's been wild. I know that you're probably heartbroken, as I am, and it's going to take probably a few days to fully digest what this means, what the implications are for Roma going forward without that Champions League money. Maybe it perhaps I don't know if it benefits Roma. I'm not going to go there. I don't really believe that. I think it's sometimes you want to take the elevator to the top, and today Roma got pushed down the stairs a little bit. What I mean by that, how on earth, whether you thought that Roma were outplayed in the second half or Sevilla were outplayed, Roma deserved more. Fact of the matter is, the referee missed the simplest penalty to call. In an age where every technology and camera angle is offered, the referee makes no decision, does not even look at it. And to me, that's unacceptable in a European final. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a U8 boys match, boy with girls, whatever. It doesn't matter. But the one thing that has to happen on a professional level is that has to be looked at, guys. It's tremendously ridiculous. I'm trying to find words as to how that wasn't looked because somebody goes up and takes that penalty kick. They go, they score. Chances are Roma probably hang on to go and win the Europa League final. Instead, it goes to penalty kicks. Sevilla did very good. Rui Patricio did his best, even though he was, of course, happened to be off his line. And Roma fall in Budapest. It's not the Champions League final; it's the Europa League final. This is the first time they've ever been there. It would have been beautiful to win. It would have been excellent to get that plus 50 million euros for the media rights heading into next season. What players could have joined? What could have, right? The oldest story. But today is definitely a day to feel like it stings, to feel sad. There's there's very little to go back because it's already happened. We can complain and complain about the refs. We can say it should have been this, Roma should have done that. But nevertheless, as fans, they still went out there. They did their thing. They gave it their all. And that's the most we could expect out of the team, out of Mourinho, out of all the players that went out there. They all did their best. And if you go out there and you play to your capabilities, then exactly all you can be is proud, as Demir says here. I think I do want to show you the banners here. If you notice, there's an incredible tifo. This is not a striscione. Striscione would be more of a banner, but I'm gonna pick up my backpack here. I don't want people to think there was a backpack left. Sitting on a dirty street in New York City, by the way. Probably shouldn't have done that. And look at this. It's over 9 meters long. Let's get a little bit closer. There we go. I mean, check this out. We were on top of the roof. If you could see, we had to jump up to the roof there and hoist this earlier today. I mean, it's tremendous. There's Marco in the back. So going forward, it's going to be an interesting summer, because this really will have an effect on what type of market that Roma can do. This is going to be something which is going to keep on stinging throughout the summer, which is something maybe future in your life you're going to look back upon, but maybe that there's something brighter on the horizon. I guess that's the one thing that you have to hope for. And yeah, I mean, I would love to have this as a background, though. I mean, that's really sick there. So that'll be something. Let me just show you around here. Taking on a little tour. So it gets better. Other banners. Let's go see it. I probably should have not walked like this, but you could see it's still kind of fading out. Out of the 400 plus here, there's like, maybe a few guys now. Colin says the boys gave it their all, but the official was hard on them. And I even feel like that's an understatement. I mean, to say like hard, I mean, there should have there should have been that penalty, man. Stay strong, Paul. Yeah, Paul's probably upset somewhere. Marco is probably 1% happy even though Roma lost. At least that he could blame it on Mourinho, right? No, I'm just kidding, Marco. I'm sure he's distraught as well. But here we are, and it's gonna take a while. I don't know how many times I could say that, but I want to kind of keep this stream short. I think we have to recollect. I think Mourinho's future is definitely uncertain. Uncertain. I want to see what happens there. I want to also see. I know that Roma's going to be very active in the free agency market right now because there's like no other way. So we'll look back at that and see what that really means. But I mean, check this out. It's just sick. Oops, my AirPods fell out. 100% a penalty. Yep. Mario is 100% correct. And come on. Stinks. You guys keep the comments running up. I'm gonna run for 10 minutes today. Or else. I think it's probably a good idea, Matt. I think you maybe should look at some bigger contracts that this team has and start to think about what would help the team rebuild, not for next season, but for 3 years from now. And how do you get back to the Champions League? Because just adding and patching the team might not be the way. This has gone over many different times, and different teams, I should say, where they've had to rebuild and they have to make hard decisions. And I wonder if that's going to happen as well. Yeah, everyone. I mean, it's a shame. I feel for everybody. They had the big screens on at the Stadio Olimpico. It was like sold out, and Roma wasn't even playing there. So, yeah, we'll see what happens now. But guys, show love nonetheless. Don't be too hard on yourself today. Don't beat yourself up over it. It's one game that got decided on penalty kicks, and it's the first time. I mean, Sevilla are the Europa League champs. This is their thing. This is their seventh. Thanks, Tamir. Appreciate you, man. And what more could you say? It's a bummer. It's a complete bummer. And it's going to take a long time to process. But maybe a big rebuild is the way that Roma go forward. Otherwise, if you keep patching, I don't want another 4 or 5 years without making the Champions League. I don't want to get into this limbo state where you've got players who are 30 years old on big contracts and they're getting 5th and 6th place. Instead, I want to see this team maybe look to invest long term now and start to make tough decisions. So I think that's probably the way forward. Without rambling, if there's no more comments in, guys, I think we'll probably call it here, but the rest is not over. Keep up with my channel for sure. We got stuff coming, it's not going to end. So wish you were here. It's a tremendous day at Roma Club New York. Hats off to Claudio Tambora, who really put all this together. So we'll talk soon, guys.